Welcome, everyone. If you could find your seat, we'll get our program underway. Welcome to the National Water Research Institute's 24th Annual Clarke Prize Award Ceremony and Gala Celebration. I'm Kevin Hardy. I'm NWRI's third executive director, and since this is my first Clarke Prize event, I can actually say that this is my first rodeo. And I'm glad to be here, and I want to take the opportunity really quickly to thank both of my predecessors, Ron Linsky and Jeff Mosier, the foundation, and all the NWRI member agencies for creating an opportunity for me to continue my work at the intersection of public health and clean water. This has been an incredible experience of the last 6 months to get to know this community of people, and I'm very impressed with the way this group conducts itself and the contributions it's making across the world of water. So to be able to continue my life's work has been fantastic. I've spent my entire adult life here in Southern California, and so the opportunity to give back to this community is very meaningful to me. So thank you very much for that. And this evening is really to celebrate about achievement in water science and technology. And so we've got people that have joined us from all over the country this evening. And for those of you who traveled a long way to be with us here tonight, thank you for making that trip. Welcome to Orange County, home of over 3 million of California's best educated, most sophisticated, and relentlessly innovative Californians. Indeed, when people live in other parts of the world and envision California, I can tell you from personal experience, what they conjure in their mind's eye is Orange County. And yet Orange County is only really part of the NWRI story. Southern California's creative influence extends well beyond the realms of its obvious leadership in commerce and education and the arts, and despite some rather loud narratives to the contrary. Southern California is a role model for water-stressed regions throughout the developed world, and I think we can all be proud of that. And I believe NWRI is part of that model. NWRI works collaboratively with academia, with regulators, and with water utilities to encourage public support for water conservation and water use efficiency. We work to enable the development and implementation of strategies that better allocate and sustain our water resources. We work to protect the water supplies and the quality of those water supplies across the United States. We work to identify treatment technologies that are cost effective and energy efficient. And we spend a lot of our effort looking for new ways to educate our youth on water issues and future water needs. And I think in that regard, tonight's lecture will be quite poignant. So this evening we celebrate Charles N. Haas, the L.D. Betts Professor of Environmental Engineering at Drexel University in Philadelphia, for his groundbreaking research, his interdisciplinary work to better understand public health and its implications in the world of water reuse, and for his selection as the 2017 Clarke Prize recipient. Congratulations, Charles. So our program and Professor Haas's lecture will get underway after what we hope will be a delicious and enjoyable meal. But it's going to be preceded by a quick presentation that's going to honor Joan Irvine Smith and Athlete R. Clarke. These dynamic women whose achievements and vision were instrumental in the foundation not only of Orange County, but of NWRI and the Clarke Prize. This evening and the event wouldn't be possible without the generous and enthusiastic support of a number of people in the NWRI community, many of whom are here tonight. And so before we set to enjoying our dinner, I wanted to just take a few minutes to introduce some folks, and then you'll be released to enjoy the raucous enjoyment and fellowship of your friends, colleagues, and table mates. So here tonight, very quickly, and I'll ask that you know, if you want to stand up, you want to just wave, do whatever makes you feel comfortable. The important thing is here is just to recognize your presence and for me to say thank you personally. First, representing the Joan Irvine Smith and Athlete R. Clarke Foundation are James Irvine Swindon and his wife Madeline. Thank you. The Joan Irvine Smith and Athlete R. Clarke Foundation's philanthropic legacy has really helped shape Orange County into what it is today, which is an international destination and an unparalleled commercial and social influencer around the world. So I thank you all for your continuing support of NWRI and for being here tonight. NWRI is also blessed to include 6 public agency member agencies. that are part of its community and an integral part of its support system. Those 6 utilities are the Inland Empire's Utilities Agency, the Irvine Ranch Water District, the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power, the Orange County Sanitation District, the Orange County Water District, and the West Basin Municipal Water District. And no, I didn't just list 6 of the most influential water utilities in the United States. Those are just the NWRI member agencies, but they are 6 of the most influential water districts in the United States. And they've been governed by elected officials who believe that investment in NWRI provides compelling value to their constituents. And NWRI and every community that it serves across our great nation are indebted to the dedicated citizens who have served Southern California as members and elected officials on our various agencies for the last 3 decades. So this evening we've got a few of those people here, and I want to recognize them very quickly. Representing the Orange County Water District, I'm not sure if anybody, Phil, did you show up? Did everybody show up? No, but Kathy did, Kathy Green. Thank you for coming, appreciate it. Representing the Irvine Ranch Water District Board of Directors were Mary Aline Mathis, and Mary, you still here? Hi, Mary. And John Withers was here earlier, but I think he had to leave. So NWRI member agencies contribute to NWRI's success in many ways. Their subscription, of course, helps us ensure our long-term financial viability, but it's their individual and organizational and collective contributions of time and expertise and other resources that really enable NWRI to sponsor projects and programs across the country that are focused on ensuring safe, reliable sources of water now and for future generations. And these contributions wouldn't be possible without the professional management of those organizations. So I want to take a time real quickly to thank folks from the Orange County Water District, Mike Weiner, the Assistant General Manager. Mike, thanks for coming. Jason Daticus, who's the Director of Water Quality. And Megan Plumley, who's the Director of Research and Development. Megan, where are you? From the Orange County Water District tonight, we have their Director of Environmental Services, Jim Colston. Jim, there he is. And representing the Inland Empire Utilities Agency is Operations Manager and Assistant General Manager Randy Lee, and Manager of Environmental Planning and Manager of Planning and Environmental Resources, Sylvie Lee. And last but not least, from the West Basin Municipal Water District, the Director of Technical Resources Manager is Eric Owens. Eric, you here still? There he is. So with that quick introduction, I want to say thank you again for joining us this evening. We look forward to a great evening. We're going to have a really informative presentation, and I can't wait for the lecture. Until then, I'll bid you adieu and tell the waiters to begin the dinner service. Thank you.